Here we go. And since this is being recorded, just to explain, I'm at a bridge club in Columbus, and I've got some inquiries of people who wanted to kibitz live, so maybe they'll show up. They asked about the exact time, but the idea here is to think out loud as I play in the bidding and declarer, as defender, and I think Rhoda didn't get the invite. Playing against human experts, not robots. It's different and much better, much more enjoyable game than playing against robots. There she is. Here we go. So welcome, everybody. And I'll post a link for the kibitzers once in a while. But in the meantime, we start with a balanced weak hand that is going to pass unless Rhoda has a different opinion. Let's see if she has anything to offer. Probably not. Yeah. I'm strong enough to see them stopping a part score. Looks like that's going to happen. Applications. New applications. Hmm. Whenever I see three cards support in this auction, I get hopeful that they are in a 4-3
Ela
fit.
estava tão lá embaixo.
Tava, mas hoje está
And
bonita.
so
Hã?
Hoje
this
estava
is a
gostosinho.
4-3 fit, but
Vai,
just
pode.
go Henrique, I'm gonna mute you. Let me think here.
Paulo, would you like to make either me or Rob Mariner one a co-host and then we can stop the
Yes,
background?
please. I will. I will.
Thank you.
In a moment. Thank you. Always helpful. So this is a fifth card, most likely. And so that means that the declarer has 3 to an honor in diamonds. So there's not a big urgency to switch to trumps. I think the game here is taking away the side entries for the clubs. Hoping that Ira has 4 trumps only. If he has 5, I think everything looks well positioned for him. Finesses appear to be right. King of hearts, the ace of clubs, even the ace of diamonds. And so let's hope for Declare to have only 4 trumps, and then he may have some trouble playing on a 4-3 fit. Let me see if I can make you a co-host from here. I think this is make co-host. There you are. Thanks, Barbara. Co-hosting now, and we
Thank
have
you, Paulo.
people coming in live, which is cool. How you doing, Bob?
Are you on there?
Yes. You can follow there. So this once again reinforces the 4 trumps theory with Ira. This very small duck of a spade. And I will continue the heart attack. Maybe we're establishing a trick for partner's king. Maybe we're establishing a ruff for me. If I have any opportunities, I will continue the heart attack. And here it is, Rhoda is doing it for us. Now, if the next trump gets ducked again, well, nothing like that's about to happen. I was about to say that I will have to play Rhoda for the ace of clubs. Now he'll try to cash a few clubs. And Rhoda will ruff the third one. He will discard his heart loser. Looks like he's, oh no, what's his shape? 2, 3, 4, 4. Can be that. But then he would bid one heart. No, he can't have 4 hearts. Something strange here. He has 2 clubs and apparently 3 diamonds. Did he duck from 5 to the ace? Well, I don't see anything to begin by ruffing here, but something is strange. Okay, so he has a lot of spades. Wrote a lead from a 3-card suit. 2, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. He may have 4 spades and 5 diamonds. 2, 2 in the rounded suits. That's what it looks like. Exactly. So now we got that figured out. But he has only 4 trumps. So now he has 2 trumps and 2 diamonds in his hand. And there's no way to. Only Froda has ace king of spades, which is impossible. I should have cashed those spades before. If he has any spade honor, he's going to get a trick, so we're not going to break that. So Rhoda led from a 3-card suit. That was what was not figuring my reconstitution. Now a heart or ruff with a jack. I want him to score a small trump. He can have the ace double now of trumps. I ruff with the jack. Don't let him score that little trump. Best he can do is over ruff, and then reclaim. Over ruff with the king or the ace. Doesn't matter. Now we claim. Making 2. Hard fought, but no cigar. I'm tempted to do something at these colors and with 9 minor suit cards, but I think it's too frisky to open 3 clubs here. That's the only thing we could do. But it crossed my mind because of the 4-card diamond suit. Looks more like a 3rd seat action, though, than a 1st seat one. If you follow my stream of consciousness here, you see that lots of things cross my mind. Many of them outlandish, but they do cross my mind. Here, if I wanted to bid something, I could bid 4 trumps for the minors. But the disparity is so huge between clubs and diamonds here. I'm gonna just bid 5 clubs, taking advantage of the vulnerability once again. Many ways to gain here from bidding something. Sometimes they go overboard. Sometimes they double us when they shoot, bid 5. So let's see. It's much better position now, defending against 5 spades, having shown my clubs, so making the lead easier for her. We play upside down, so no interest in a diamond continuation. Play high. And now I play very low to show something clubs. That dummy is strong for a spade double 4 spades. I think he was being tactical. He wanted to double 5 clubs for sure. He was drooling with anticipation, but I got in his way. Now it all depends on whether we have a third round hard trick or not, which we might well. If he has 4 hearts, his hand would be something like 6-4-3. Might well be. 6 spades, 4 hearts, and 3 diamonds. All we need then is Rhoda's queen of hearts.
That means that after a certain amount, you are eligible for a much greater reduced
Using the
sentence
dummy,
in the form of the volume of days
if he
than
has
you were in the past.
the queen
Number
of
one. And
diamonds
two,
to
you have
discard,
to have a minimum sentence that triggers.
there's nothing we can do. But then again, we should not have cashed that king of diamonds if that is the case. Yeah, that looks like his shape. 6 spades, 4-3 in the reds, 4 hearts, and 3 diamonds. If he has a queen of diamonds, we are done. The queen of diamonds and the king of hearts. If he doesn't, well, he would have claimed by now if he had. So he doesn't have that. He's trying to escape a heart loser somehow. But he really won't. There it is. Down 1. Always comfortable. He had 6-5. 5 hearts. Yeah, that is a very interesting hand regarding that bidding, I think. Rhoda's choice of bidding, not bidding her diamonds, doubling. If she had bid 2 diamonds, I'd bid 5 diamonds, and it's apparently the same, although diamonds play worse than clubs because they are club roughs. But that's kind of random. We have 9 card fits on both cases. Kind of random. But Alex's decision to bid 4 spades, showing a weaker hand in defensive tricks for sure. Ira didn't expect 2 aces. He expected less defensive tricks. That's why he bid 5 spades. He was afraid looking at Ira's hand. Now we can see that he was worried about 5 clubs making. And it might well make if partner were weaker. Anyway, new deal here. And I'm not tempted. I know that the product might have the goodies, but my hand is too weak to double. And sometimes North has the goodies. Alex. See? Those are the goodies. So we are hoping for two tricks, the King of Hearts and the Ace of Clubs, plus three spade tricks. That's our only hope here. And there is no reason for us to do anything other than try to cash our club. Sometimes it's going away. Can it be? If the player has one diamond and two clubs, it doesn't go away. But the heart nine really doesn't let me do anything other than this. Let's cash our tricks and hope for three trump tricks, which is quite likely, to be honest, considering that non-vulnerable three spade opening bid. If he has King Jack 7, something like that, we have three tricks. Now this looks like a shift from the king. He's going to discard stuff that is already established for him. He's not sure, but it is, thanks to the ace nine of hearts. But we're giving him entries. I'm worried about giving entries to a declarer that wants to shorten himself. So I will try to not give him more entries to dummy than he might get. So now we need Rhoda to have Jack 9 of spades, something like that. And him having King Queen 10, now King Queen Jack. That's not what we wanted. Even less.
Kendini
Sorry?
prize sokuyor.
Okay, since he has very solid spades, much solider than he might have, he actually missed the game. I might have opened 4 with Iris in, just because we're not full versus full. This is a very important criterion. I think everybody would have opened 3, taking away any of those honors, the queen or the jack. And so, well, here we have to open, I think, 1 diamond. I don't like 2 diamonds with balanced hands and mediocre suits. So the whole idea here is to open 1 diamond to make Iris' life a little bit harder. And now we might pass this, and even easier to pass after the 1 spade. I was not committed to passing. I was thinking about it ever since before I opened 1 diamond, of course, because we might place Rhoda on a 4-2 fit, very uncomfortable, that we really have to stop low on a misfit hand. So it's kind of a gamble to open 1 diamond with this hand. Has some advantages, but as most bridge actions, has some downside too. Sometimes it costs. But here, Alex saved us from this problem. And they're getting enthusiastic with their spades. This 2 diamonds is a Q bid. Iris showing a hand better than the 2 spade race, in effect. Alex not having any of it. So, and I'll have to lead a heart here. So many ways to gain. And if Ira has a good hand, he's probably strong in diamonds. That's why he passed. And so, no, not strong, but at least long. The nine of spades is an interesting card looking at that eight in dummy. You might overruff Alex twice. So Rhoda's encouraging hearts. There's no rush to play hearts, though, apparently. If the Clara has, let's say, five spades and four hearts, and the other four minor suit cards are going to get covered by those ace, king, queen, ace in dummy. I don't think it's easy to defeat this, but we need Alex to have very weak spades. But then he would have nothing. No diamonds, no spades, no nothing. So now let's continue the heart. Trying to get two roughs, two hard roughs. Okay, low spade, no spade. Looks like a guy missing the ace and the 10. There it is. And sometimes the king and the 10. Jack of diamonds is a nice card for us. Now he'll have to cash those clubs at some point to get rid of any, yeah, king of the 10. Any diamond losers. We need Rhoda to have the jack fourth. She doesn't. So he has 5-3-2-3. No, he has four hearts. As expected. Five spades and four hearts. 5-3-2-3 would leave Rhoda with six. That would be very strange. Nothing to be done here. Next case. They are always giving me those hands, not Vol versus Vol, with lots of minor suit cards. But here, it's too balanced and weak to be tempted to do anything.
I could use the parish record where it was from the small village cup.
Even online, we can pick up on these hesitations. Like Rhoda just thought a little bit about doing something, but and theoretically being our partner, we can't take that into account, but I can't not notice what I've noticed. That's a physiological impossibility. You can't unnotice what you noticed. So the proper way to deal with this situation is if we have any choice to make, probably we won't, not with that dummy, but if we had any choice of defenses to make, we should not take into account the fact that partner almost bid something. So the seven of diamonds is shortness, clearly. We lead third, so there are no three cards higher than the seven. There's only the queen. No two cards higher than the seven. And the Rhoda should have, because they stopped, she should have some honors in the majors. I don't know which, majors, but Ira wouldn't. We wouldn't be defending four spades if Ira had like the king of spades and the ace of hearts and the queen of diamonds. So one of these relevant honors is with Rhoda. Probably the ace of hearts, because again, if Ira had the ace of hearts, he would probably be tempted to cubit it. Maybe not. Jack of hearts is a peculiar card. Okay, avoid. That makes sense. And Rhoda had six hearts to the ace queen. Now, Ira's trying to. That nine of hearts of mine is very annoying now. Hearts are going to be established. But his plan, he doesn't know about the nine. His plan was to ditch his clubs on the hearts and then maybe cross rough. I don't know. That's a strange play, the Jack of hearts to discard a club. But it looks like he doesn't have good trumps out also. Else he would be cross roughing. Roughing clubs in dummy with those ace 4, 3, and 2 instead of. Now, Rhoda has, at this point, she's void in diamonds. So if we could get the lead, which we won't, we could give her a diamond rough. But now she'll play a club. I expect her to play a. She's not playing a club because she might have the ace. But that. What's Ira's hand? Queen third of diamonds and void in hearts. Can he have six clubs and four spades? Looks like it, because with five spades and five clubs, especially if his five spades are anything worthwhile. So, well, we'll have to rough this high while we're thinking about it. But looks like he has 4-6. Then we needed to play trumps at some point. Now he may be able to, he will be able to cash hearts once he draws my last trump. But still, if Rhoda has three spades to the king, we will break it. If Jack, Jack's a strange card. Can she have King Jack 6 and was worried about the running the 7? Maybe. It's a very strange card, the Jack. Let's count the Clara's tricks for a while. If he has 4-6 as expected, he has those two hearts, has two tricks in the bank, two hearts, 4, the queen of diamonds, 5. He needs to make 5 trump tricks, or the ace of clubs plus 4 trump tricks. Does he have 3? He has 3 in the bank. Yeah. He has 3 in the bank. The ace king of diamonds and the heart over rough. So he needs 7. 2 hearts, a diamond 3. He needs 4 spades or 3 spades and the ace of clubs. That jack was unexpected for Ira too, not only for me. But it looks like there would be no problem if Ira had 5. So it looks like his hand is queen 10, 8, 7 of spades. And Rhoda has king jack 6, and she decided to insert the jack so that Ira could not let it run. If that is the case, now Ira has queen eight of spades and a bunch of clubs and the queen of diamonds. They can't really play ace of spades and a spade, for example. Although he might be tempted to do that because the jack might have been from king jack double. And so I might have that six of spades. I had 9, 6, 5, and would have had king jack double. So he might be worried about me roughing the next heart. And so he would, if that is the case, if he plays ace of spades and a spade, she can just play king of spades and a spade. And dummy will give me a diamond at the end. Unless Declare has the ace of clubs. If he has the ace of clubs, then there's no defense. Let's see. King. Now she can play a club. And if Declare has the ace of clubs, he discards a diamond, draws a last trump, dummy's high. So we need Rhoda to have the ace of clubs at this point. That's why I cashed the three of clubs. I discarded three of clubs to make it clear for her that she can play a club. That's probably the safest way to defeat this hand. Play a club. And now he has no entry to dummy. To run the hearts. He'll cash two hearts, yes. And I'll follow suit. And as long as I keep my diamond guard, we are good. And now a diamond to his hand, hoping that diamonds are 3-3, but they are not. She's going to rough with that 6. The evil way to play this hand is to follow with the jack at this point. But that's what you do with your worst enemies, not with friends. You follow with the jack and Declare a smile. Oh, I'm going to make this. And then, no. 18. Very bad 18, but still 18. And this is vulnerable. I might downgrade this non-vulnerable, to be honest, but vulnerable, I prefer to not miss games. So no trumps. Here we go. Not missing games. Maybe not making them, but not missing them. Okay. We have 7 top tricks. Maybe we'll get an 8th with the queen of diamonds. They are playing upside down. So this is not going to happen. The 8 is very big. They are stopping. They're not going to play diamonds anymore. But we're going to get our 8th trick from spades. And we'll see about the 9th. If he shifts to a heart, that's the most annoying shift here. I have to win in dummy because winning in hand and then crossing to dummy to take the spade finesse, unless I can just play a slow spade from my hand. It's a thought. Now, I'd like to check on the possibility of diamonds 3-3 Ira might be leading from. Ace King. And the 8 of diamonds appeared from Kolesnik. Ira doesn't have 5 to Ace King Jack. Nobody has that and passes over one club. So I might play for 8 honor with Alex. Then my 6 will stand up. We can lose 3 diamonds and a spade, maybe. Let's see that. Let's see this possibility for starters. Let's see if the 9 of diamonds from Ira is telling me that King is their big lead. So let's thank him. No, come on. Thanks. Okay, thanked. King. And play a diamond. I want that 6 of diamonds to come high. Okay. Now, if he plays back a spade, I'll have to duck. Playing the jack, why not? Now I have a decision to take, which is should I play a diamond and hope that the 10 of diamonds is without the 4th spade, or try to play to get my 9th trick in clubs? For sure, I will cash 1 club because sometimes the jack is double. So that's a no-brainer. But then what? Let's ace of diamonds. Looks like ace king. Who has a 10 here? Certainly Zyra, because with jack 10, 8, and 9 in dummy, Alex would have played the jack. It was a much clearer signal. And if he had jack 10, 8, 4th, he would not discourage. He should not discourage. Partner might have led from ace king third or something like that. Anyway, so the 10 is with Ira. We have to decide whether he has 4 or 3 spades. He would have his missing spade is the 8, so he would have 10, 8, 4th or spades. I think I'll have to play a diamond here, but let's cash that club just to see if we have some happy ending coming. No. So let's play this diamond. Hope for Ira to not have 4 spades. What is his hand in this case? He's 3-3, 2-5. No, can't believe he's 3-3, 2-5. He would have led from a 5-card suit. So if he has 3 spades and 3 diamonds, he can have 4 diamonds. He's king 10, 8. Is king 10 small. If he has 4 diamonds, he's king 10 small, 3 spades. That's the hand that I'm looking for. 2 clubs and 4 hearts. Then there will be a funny squeeze when I catch the queen of clubs, if that is the hand. If he has three spades, four diamonds, four hearts, and two clubs, I catch the queen of clubs. He can discard the fourth diamond. No, there's no funny squeeze here. But then I found out that I'll be able to play a diamond and play him for this hand. If he has four spades, four diamonds, two clubs, then he has three hearts. That's the hand that it's bad against me. Okay, I'll catch the queen of clubs. Got a bad feeling about this diamond. Jack. Jack's a nice card. Okay. So now we still have a squeeze for 10. If somebody has a fourth heart and the 10 of diamonds. Looks like that's it. So looks like that's it. That Iris started with, oh no, he had four spades and four diamonds. Bad feeling confirmed. He had four spades and the 10 of diamonds.
Well done, Paulo.
Thanks.
On that last hand, you've got 4-4 in the minors. Do you always open a club with that?
No. In fact, I typically prefer a diamond, but I thought the diamonds here were so ugly, and I didn't expect competition.
Okay,
When I am weaker and I expect competition, I almost always open one diamond.
perfect.
Because I
Thank
don't
you.
want to be left without a rebid after something like one minor, two hearts double, or two spades double. With those hands, I would. If I open a club with 4-4, then I'm stuck without a rebid, especially if my clubs are bad.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure. Ask away. Especially when I'm dummy or during the bidding, it's usually a good opportunity. Speaking of which, let me just copy the link, send it to the kibitzers at the table.
I'm doing that for you, Paulo.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, mission aborted. Okay, one of trumps. I would probably prefer to be in one spade, but sometimes she's strong. Here we are in one of trumps with two hearts, two clubs, and two spades. Some hopes of more tricks. So that is, it looks like clubs are 5-3. Fourth best lead. We have to take away Iris. Ace of hearts. 10 is also a nice card against people who are playing upside down because it means that they are okay, even better. 10-9, doubleton, even better. So now I'll have to establish this heart. And if they play a club, I'll overtake with the king to get to my heart. And if they don't, apparently best defense at this point is a spade. Trying to keep me away from my hand. And Alex is playing 10-9 and 6 of hearts. He's shouting, I have nice spades. So, if he has nice spades, Ira has 5-3 round suits, two spades, and three diamonds. So we want to try to duck a diamond to Ira's hand. If he plays back a spade, I'll have to cash the ace and king and play a low diamond from them and see what will happen in that low diamond. If I can duck it into Ira's hand, that's much better. Now, if they try to stick me in dummy, which is another strategy for them, I think it's the same plan. Ace, king of spades. Here we are. But now we can kind of duck this and force them, especially with the nine of spades. It's a very welcome card. I can play the 10 and force Alex to play a diamond for me. Now, much more comfortable with him playing a diamond or a club. Now I'm quite sure that spades are not high. I will discard this spade. But we have 7. As expected, not high. And so let's claim. I don't believe he's pitching the 10. Well, he has 2 high clubs on the ace of diamonds. Let's just claim 7 tricks. 7 tricks, okay. Interesting holding in Alex's hand, 6 and 8. I would leave the 7, and if you play the 6, I'd play the low. But if you play the 8, I'll have to cover with the king. Always fun to see these kinds of combinations. Well, here we don't have a penalty double available. I'm not sure I would use it if we had it available. My hand is very flat and weak in intermediates, but we do have a spade lead. Very weak dummy against us. 19 points between us and dummy, which means that Rhoda has about 6 at the most. No, that's 14, 16, quite 7 at the most. He alerted it as 14, 16, right? Just to show it. Yeah. 7 points at the most for Rhoda. 10. Now, 10 is a discouraging card. If she has 3, I should just play a little spade here. She has the 3 to the 10, 9. I'd know more about the hand. I'll do that. I don't want to commit to anything at this point. Okay. Again, I don't want to commit to anything here. If you it's playing from an ace doubleton, then I'll always have to duck that because he might have ace triple. Now it looks like by the tempo that Rhoda's thinking of ducking this. Hope she doesn't. Yeah. We need more info. So she has 7 at the most. So we see 4 high card points here. You can see hope for a king with her. And how about the 9 of clubs? Can it be that Rhoda has ace 10 third? Can be. So in that case, we'll have to duck the next club. Hope for a misguess from the pair. I don't think it's likely, but we'll have to do it. 10 of diamonds. That might be from king 10 9. Let's encourage this. I like the 10 of diamonds. And another club. Ducked. Let's see what he'll do. Yeah, as I suppose he wouldn't misguess that. He got an entry. He'll lead a 10 of hearts, I think. Looks like the 10 of hearts. He's about to be led. No, so she has ace king, nothing in diamonds, and he has ace king jack. Interesting. Interesting. So now, do we play Rhoda for 2 spades or 3? because if she has two, I can't cash that ace of spades. And she didn't play back a spade, so it looks like it's a possibility. We can safely cash this king of clubs because clubs are 4-3-3-3 around the table, very likely. Yeah. And we could also, if Rhoda has the king of hearts, she has nothing in that. She can have at most a king. She has a king of hearts. She might have queen jack of hearts also. Now, Declarer would have, if he has four spades and three clubs, he would have four diamonds because he's messing with diamonds and only two hearts. And in that case, why is Rhoda messing with diamonds from three instead of hearts from five? So I don't believe in that. Looks like spades are 3-3, therefore. So Alex would have 3-3 in the blacks, four diamonds and three hearts. And Rhoda would have four hearts, 3-3-3. That's slightly more likely for her to switch to diamonds. So I'll cash this spades because that might embarrass the Declarer, especially if Rhoda has queen jack of hearts. Nope. So let's stick in his hand. There's no way to prevent him from winning that queen of spades at this point. So the fourth diamond is his trick number 6, but I think we're still going to defeat that. Excellent. King of Hearts, best card I could see here because it means that my alternative defenses would all be not so good. Vulnerability compels me to pass here against my instincts. I like to bid my suits, especially spades versus hearts. But here I'm too weak and too flat and too vulnerable. So what happened in that prior hand was when I was reconstituting the unseen hands, I was playing for Rhoda to have 4-4 in the reds instead of 5-3, because with five hearts she would typically switch to hearts rather than diamonds. And I would with her hand, I would switch to I know that the 10-9 of hearts were threatening her. That's why she didn't switch to the queen of hearts, but I would switch to a low heart. And sometimes partner has a doubleton honor. So, but if we beat it, that's what matters. We beat it. Not getting involved here, even though Rhoda is smart with a good hand. Again, I'm too flat. And if she had a great hand, she might pass. She might double, sorry. She might not pass. If she had a great hand, she would not pass over three hearts. Okay. Let's continue with the jack, showing some interesting diamonds here. Looks like Rhoda has ace king 9 of spades. Indeed. She doesn't know that I have this much choice among my cards. She will know now, but she didn't know at that point. So the jack of spades was not a clear signal for her at that point. Now I will reinforce my signal. Diamonds is my strength. Now, if we make two diamond tricks, we break that. Surprisingly, because them is quite strong. Declare I would have ace, queen of hearts, ace, queen of diamonds, sorry, king, jack of hearts, 10, maybe the ace of clubs, 14. Yeah, it's quite possible. Quite possible. So, looks like one down. One surprising down. And he has 5-5. Discarded his singleton on the third spade. Should he have done that? I'm not sure. Anyway, we have excellent cards. Rhoda has a big hand, and all the cards are right for us. So we might make even 4 spades here. Ace queen on side, king jack of clubs on side. Everything is on side. Life is easy when you have that hand. Most likely in 4 spades lose 2 hearts, the ace of diamonds, and a club. Right playing clubs is club to the queen, not club to the 9. You looking good. You can ask any questions that cross your mind.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, but you use your common sense
Huh?
to not ask in a critical position. Use your common sense and you can ask
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't want to interrupt.
whenever you
Okay.
you feel like. So this 3 hearts bid here is typically a stopper ask. And Ira said, well, if the stopper is what you need, I got it. Wow. I wouldn't stop in
Paulo,
3 dimes.
if you
Drop to a
double there,
third.
does that have to lead hard?
We played that the double asks you to not lead. If I'm doubling a cube bid of a suit that I have shown length, I'm saying lead something else. So that's not the case here because I don't have any surprise. But if I had like a 5-5 suit with bad hearts and good clubs, I might double that 3 hearts to ask for a lead in a non-heart. So it's mighty peculiar. He has a lot of clubs. He's discarding his ace of clubs. He's not like a relative, so he's not discarding tricks just for fun. We want to have score 2 spades and a diamond to win this, but can we do this if Rhoda doesn't have the jack of spades? We'll have to lead a low spade here at this point. And there's no way to defeat it if Rhoda doesn't have the jack of spades or maybe the 10 of spades and he misguesses. You need 2 spades and a diamond to break this contract. But I was about to say that I think this dummy is way too strong to pass in 3-no traps. Might be right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I don't know if it's wrong or not, but I would be scared of stopping with such a huge hand. It's not every day that I get 8 diamonds and 3 aces. He paid me the compliment of playing the jack. And now he's going to run a lot of tricks. And the king of diamonds is on side. Don't believe he has a void. He's not playing like a guy with a void, is he? Maybe. Maybe he has a void, but voids are inherently unlikely, so that's why I'm not No void, as expected. What's happening to the king of hearts? He doesn't know that I don't have the king of diamonds, so he's not cashing it. Okay. That's it. Unless Rhoda has a long club to cash. Maybe she has. She has it. No, no long club. I wasn't keeping track of the clubs, but this is it. You can claim, man. He's not keeping track of the diamonds either. Oh, it's a pity that she had a 10 and a 9 of spades. If she had a 10 without the 9, we might have survived it. Well, great deal, great hand for them by stopping in trinotrons. That shows how much I know. 5 diamonds is going down. There's no way to break this. Since I don't have the third spade, even if Rhoda switches to the spade at trick 2, we still make only 2 spades, a heart and a diamond. The only way to solve that hand is to open 2 hearts. Now he would probably misguess spades, but I hate opening 2 hearts with that hand. I won't do it, even if I know it's right. I can't believe that. Short diamonds. Yep, looks like it. Short diamonds from a past hand, so that's after a third seat opener. So he has a very distributional hand. 5 trumps for sure. Maybe I should lead a low spade here against 4 hearts. The point being, if they stop in 4 hearts, that they will have discards on the diamonds for South's losers. Leading a low spade is such a big position that I'm reluctant. Now this double shows I need to sit in the higher ranking suit, so now I will lead the spade. Low spade it is. Thanks, Rhoda, helping me out. I was sniffing that low spade lead, but without the double, would be tougher. Now, if we can cash 3 spades, if that is the case, oh, that's a bit surprising. I will play a very high diamond to show that I have that ace of spades that you're thinking about. She would have ace and king queen. It's still possible that we have 4 top tricks. Oh, king is excellent because it looks like king queen third. Very happy ending for us. Happiness is a warm gun. got 4.6. A club. Pass. Yeah, we need to cash out. It's a pity that she has such an easy spade return, so the opening lead didn't make a lot of difference. I would lead a diamond and she would switch to spades. That's probably what happened at most tables. Now they are reversing into diamonds. Looks like I'm about to lead a spade, or maybe see dummy after Rhoda leads a spade. Now declare is short in spades. Declare north. I don't know if he'll declare, but he's short in spades. And with clubs, diamonds, and hearts. And so now if we hear 3-0 trumps from Myra, the spade lead is pretty much marked from Rhoda's hand, unless he has really crappy spades. And I think I won't hear 3-0 trumps now. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. But we didn't hear a spade cubit also, so it looks like Rhoda has the ace of spades. And our hope is to get the queen of diamonds against any possible slam. That's 5 clubs, an interesting bid. Can't he have no cubits? I don't believe that. So why is he bidding 5 clubs after fitting diamonds? Very peculiar. Fitting in diamonds and ending in clubs. So I'll just lead my spade as expected. And looks like they are in an unusual contract. Let's say, put it like that, unusual contract. But looks good for them because clubs are 3-3. Strike some fear. Play that 10 just to make him a little bit worried. So let's assume that they are playing a non-silly contract. So he should have 6-4. But then he wouldn't bid 3 hearts with 3. So it looks like they're playing a silly contract. Maybe they will need my Jack 10 of clubs to fall. Okay, no. King 6 of clubs. 3 diamonds. He reversed into 3 diamond card. That's what it looks like. I don't like this style, but I know that it's quite popular. The fake reverses. But that's it. He has 1-3-3-6. And it's, I wouldn't say a silly contract, but it is probably less popular than 3-0 traps. They had the spade stopper very weak, but still present. 4 to the 10 opposite the singleton jack. I expect most people to be in 3-0 trumps. And hearts are 3-3. It looks like he has his. Why did he beat 4 hearts with ace king third of hearts? He has to have ace king third of hearts because otherwise Rhoda has a king of hearts. 4 hearts is also, I think, will be a popular contract here. So that's it. That is his 11th trick is the nine of hearts. He'll make five clubs, four hearts, ace, king of diamonds, 11. And we lost six imps.
On
Three
that
more.
last hand, Paulo, after
Phew.
the one club opening by North, were you even tempted to bid a spade?
No, zero temptation.
Zero temptation. Okay.
Zero. Spades are very bad. For instance, I know that you hear experts saying be aggressive, but this hand
That's
that I just passed,
okay.
it's just 12 flat, no spot cards. Well, some nines, but two bare aces, two bare queens. I think it's so much more comfortable to be able to drury here, for example.
Okay, thank you.
Drury. So there is a a method to the madness. We don't bid on tram tickets all the time. And
Thank
that
you.
is the case here with this East hand that you're talking about. Queen, 7, 5th, and 5-3-3-2. One thing that is worthy of note, I know that many people are not as aware of this as they should be, is that 5-3-3-2 hands are really bad for
Okay.
aggressiveness. And I've seen people over competing with 5-3-3-2 all the time. All the time. Now, two spades from Rhoda. My hand is really good once she opens one spade. Better than what she might expect. Another aspect of valuation here is that the Queen of Spades got an upgrade in its value more than if we switched. Let's say if I had the Ace of Spades and the Queen of Hearts, I would pass here. But the Queen of Spades is a really important card. I think I'll give it another push. I hate giving it another push, but I'll give it. Come on. Only because we're vulnerable also. It's another aspect of this.
Paulo, on the last board, if Alex had bid two clubs with a hand, you think that Ira would have bid two no trump?
Two clubs instead of two diamonds. Yes, I think it would. I think it would. Ira loves to bid no trump with 10th fourth correctly. So I think it would. It's not a great game, incidentally. Need clubs 3-3. Actually, as the play went, they needed clubs 3-3 or hearts 3-3 or the diamond queen on side, 2 out of 3. So it's not a great game. Here we have a nice four spades. I think it is a good game. Rhoda has to ruff some diamonds in dummy and hope to lose a diamond, a heart, and a spade after winning the king of clubs. Not that it made a lot of difference because if they cash the case of heart, ace of clubs, and should have a discard for the heart. So it's not as if they did anything silly there. Now she has to play low. And it looks like diamonds are 3-3. Alex at least played high-low in the diamonds. So he might be tricky. Playing high-low from even, but he would usually have an odd number of diamonds to play high-low. Now, what Rhoda has to do is to overtake this, ruff a diamond. His diamonds are 3-3, she's home. If they are not 3-3, then she roughs a club to his hand, draw the last trump, establish her diamonds, and she still has some residual chances in hearts, but only if Alexander led the ace of clubs, which is not really what you would hope for. Now she's playing 4 clubs, 5-3. That's another way of getting some residual chances. If I see she's trying to rough out the ace of clubs. If diamonds don't get established, but if they did not get established, then she would go down more than one by this line of play. If diamonds were 4-2. Now she has 10 tricks and a squeeze that will not materialize for the 11th. Oh, it happens only if Alex has a king of hearts and the ace of clubs. And he doesn't. He would have an opening bid if he had that, by the way. Okay. That is a pass, quick pass. Nine imps. 9 imps is a lot. I don't know why we got 9 imps from this hand. I expected most people to be there, especially because I expected most people to open with my cards. But they're going down. I don't know why. A heart lead is the only thing that breaks it since Ira has the king of hearts. But there's no good reason why Alex would lead a heart over a club. I don't see any, at least. Nice overcall, Rhoda. We will have to bid 5 diamonds reluctantly because we have so many losers. But 5-card support, an ace and a king on the side. It's a no-brainer, even though it may go wrong. Now, Ira's disciplined response 99% of the times would be to pass. If he's doubling, some people play that this double would show a desire to rough something from a preemptor. As I said, too many losers and Rhoda's sub-minimum. We may lose, probably not, I don't think. Can Ira have 2 aces? Well, he can. It's very unlikely that he will. But we can lose 3 aces and a club. That's down 2. And if you lose 1 more club, that's down 3. Of course, they make their game, both in spades and hearts, apparently, especially if the ace of clubs is offside for us, if it is with Ira. There's no big deal. If we go down 3, it's 500 versus their game. If you go down 2, then they might not make a game, losing 2 spades, perhaps a heart and a club. We'll see. But there's not much to the play here. Rhoda has to draw trumps, lead clubs, and then lead hearts in that order. By the way, I think Rhoda was really aggressive with three diamonds, facing a fast partner. That is the aspect that I wanted to comment on. That her hand had zero hopes for game since I'm a past hand. And she has so much in her short suits, especially in their suit hearts, that it's really risky for her to find put our partnership in this situation. Okay, ace of clubs on side means that they might not make their game, especially because it looks like the ace of hearts is with Ira. He doubled after all. So it's down to 300 versus 140. Is no big deal. We're going to lose 5 or 6 imps, I guess, because some people will be going down 4 hearts. Or 4 spades, they have a double fit. Down 2 it is. And they would not make their games because of the club ace being on side for us. Yeah, 6 imps as forecast. But it did manage the miracle of 4 spades, but most people are going overboard. Gonna get foolish here a little bit. But my spades are really enticing, and we are not vulnerable versus not vulnerable versus vulnerable. This overcall, a club, especially over a 1 club, 1 spade, is a very attractive overcall because it blocks all the 1 level for them. And partner being a past hand, she would not hang me, like put me in 4, unless she had extreme distribution. That's a much less comfortable auction for them than if I had passed. Okay, so Alex has clubs and hearts apparently. So we don't want to do anything other than cash our spades. Nine. Mm. So if the player has 2 spades, which is possible, the 9 is typically a tripleton here. She might have raised with a tripleton. 2 spades and 6 clubs and 4 hearts, and that's only 1 diamond. Let's see what happens on the ace of diamonds. Let's see, Frodo will play a low card. Six and four. That is a low card. So let's continue that. I don't want to establish that Queen of Spades just yet. Okay. So now she knows that I don't have two because they would be playing in diamonds if I had two. So now she should shift to a spade at this point. Let's be more conservative. Let's say she should be aware. Sometimes this is less clear from her side of the table. But if the player has 2-2, if indeed he will discard, let's say, the worst scenario here. We're planning against the worst scenario. The player has two spades and two diamonds, and Rhoda plays a diamond. Then his hand is 6-2-3-2. And in that case, they should be, especially if his hand is so solid that we have no further winners, they make 3-no trumps easily. So I'm not too worried about that. If he has six solid clubs and ace king of hearts, they make 3-no trumps.
Rhoda may think that you had a 5-card spade suit, and Alex doesn't have you have
Very
spades.
much, very much. That's why I'm concerned about this scenario. I know that I misled her in the auction, and she might not shift to spade from three. And that's exactly why I was thinking about declare having 2-2 in the pointed, two spades and two diamonds. But in that scenario, we might have defeated it by cashing the king of spades, but they would make 3-no trumps. That's the gist of it. And Declare is running his clubs like a man who doesn't have a diamond in his hand. Here it is. Well played for down one, Alex, but still, they make 3-no trumps. My concern at that point when Rhoda was thinking is that she would try to give me a diamond bluff, thinking that I would let ace and deuce, that it looks like a double. And if she did that, and Declare discarded his doubleton spade, here I have to give a gentle nudge, 3 hearts, because I'm not really opposed to them going to 4 spades. If I were, I would bid 4. Here, I just want to make it harder for them to maybe find clubs. Iris considering passing this, maybe. She has a flat hand with three nice hearts. I wouldn't mind. Oh no, four spades, that's fine. Four spades is good. I might lead the queen of hearts here. We'll save Rhoda, I guess, if the Clara has singleton something. And then we had the king. Okay, so I want to make the Clara rough, especially because he may have only five spades. Now we don't want to rough too early here because he may have king queen double. There's no need to rough right now again. If Rhoda can have the ace of diamonds, so it looks like we are done for. We're going to make only our spades. That's what it looks like. But we have to go through the motions here. Sometimes Rhoda open too hard with ace, king, and ace. It's hard to believe, but still. Yeah, no, not the case. Well played by Alex. Low spade to the queen. And the six seems to them. It's a 5 or 6 clubs that other hand. Only 5 with the king of spades offside. But as I said during the bidding, I want to make it harder for them to find clubs. Well, I did. This is not a temptation to bid here, not at these colors. Not with that wasted queen of hearts. If part of the doubles, I'll take out to 4 no trumps. Suggesting a minor. So hopefully, Rhoda may have. Nah, that's too much. Ace queen of diamonds. And single king of hearts. Something like that. That's what we need. She can have ace queen of diamonds and the ace of spades. And the queen jack of clubs. That would leave Ira with nothing. So Ira should have ace king of hearts. Hopefully the king of diamonds. That is dead to him. But still, he'll have to have the ace of spades to get to an opening bid. Now, if she has the ace of spades, then Ira has the ace of diamonds, maybe ace queen of diamonds. Ace queen of diamonds, ace king of hearts. That's 13. It's quite possible. But it's not good to us because that gives us only three tricks: spade, a club, and a diamond. Okay, clubs are 5-5. And he's trying to pitch what? Oh, he's trying to finesse in hearts, probably. No need, my friend. Here it is. Now he's going to get one more trick for them. Okay. It's a boring hand. Nothing of interest. 5 clubs. We lose 2 hearts, a spade, a diamond, and a club. So that's 500. Boring hand. Nice 10 to 12, no trump if we were playing that, but not today, sir. What happened on that one? 1.5 for them. As I said, boring hand. They scored, had a positive score. It means that they get a little bit, 0.7 now. That's very precise. 2-point range, 16, 17. Oh no, 15. I was misreading that in my glasses. 15, 17. Okay. I have played with people that plays 16, 17 no trump, so that's why my brain probably did flinch. I've seen that before. 3 no trumps is after a transfer. So we have 10 high card points. Let's look at dummy. Oh no, 4 hearts. Good. I prefer 4 hearts with a jack, 4 hearts. Means that he's going to come into play against 3 no trumps. Declare I might just not play hearts ever. Okay, that's a heavy dummy. Very discouraging dummy for the defense. 22. There are 18 missing. Rhoda just showed 1 with the jack. And so she has it most a queen on the side of it all. At most a queen. Let's encourage this, but this doesn't look good. Let's cover this. General principles. Maybe Rhoda will have the jack of spades and the Clara will be tempted to give it to her. Maybe. Nah. So the declare might have ace queen jack of spades. He's looking like a guy with ace queen jack of spades. That would give Rhoda the queen of diamonds at most. Mm. Six of diamonds discard. Doesn't look like a discard from the queen of diamonds to me. Anyway, I still can't see three tricks for us. Four tricks, actually. I can see three, but not four. So ace queen jack, fourth of spades, three hearts to the ace. He will now play a club to his king and a spade to discard the club. And I will ruff and lead a heart. And then we'll score the ace and the queen of diamonds, but that's it. He'll be stuck in dummy. He will have to lead the diamond from dummy. But it's still only three tricks for us. And not even that if he's cashing that king of hearts, playing well. That means I will be left without it. Well, I'll be able to cash the queen of clubs. So it's the same thing. King of hearts, club to the king, spade, I ruff, queen of clubs, placing him in dummy. So now he will not even be placed in dummy at the critical juncture. He will make 11 tricks, looks like. Looks like 11 to me. Four hearts, four spades, ace king, that's 10. And this guess, it looks like he has the 10. Nope, she had queen 10 9. Okay, so it's 10 tricks. I was expecting him to have the 10 of diamonds and make 11, but 10 is okay. Four hearts, four spades, and two clubs. Okay, vulnerable minor to suitor. That is typically an uncomfortable hand to hold when you're vulnerable versus not. I'll just bid three clubs and get it over with. And say goodbye to the auction. Three clubs and over and out. Now somebody has the majors, apparently both of them, and Rhoda, I don't. And so the majors are about to get bid. That's what I expect to happen. Bye. Okay.
Paulo's hoping that Ira doesn't have the ace queen ten of clubs right now.
No, that doesn't happen. If he has his queen ten of clubs and something like that, they'll make, see, they'll make some. Rhoda has like 15 major suit cards. Is the hand? Not really worried about getting penalized here now. If it went pass, I would be happy with the option. I mean, I could get hurt, but more often than not, I would just be in a good spot against their major suit game, even vulnerable versus not. Now, four spades, that's certainly a five card suit. Should be. And he's a best hand. We can see between me and dummy 11 and 13, 24. So 16 missing. Rhoda has at least 7, 6 or 7.
What was your five of clubs there, Paula? Was that a signal of any type?
Usually, yes, it's a signal, but I don't know if certainly not for hearts. It's encouraging by agreement, but when I have a long suit and dummy has a singleton, I would expect Rhoda to read these as a suit preference. So if I wanted her to continue clubs, I would play the 8, something like that. I was
Okay,
aiming for a diamond shift. And if I wanted a heart, I would play the jack.
perfect. Thank you.
But she was probably hoping for a heart rough by this shift to a heart. She must have a lot of hearts in her hand. I was trying to show diamond strength. So not necessarily a diamond shift, by the way. Let me correct that. I was not asking for a diamond shift unless she has a singleton or something like that. She should not have a singleton once she doesn't play a diamond. So if she doesn't have a singleton, I will duck this. Should I? I should, because from too small, she really should have played a diamond instead of a heart. I have to trust her there. That's why she didn't play it. That's another reason. It was in the back of my mind. Why no diamond? Anyway, so now let's count the declare tricks. If he has 5 spades, 1 rough, and Rhoda plays a trump here, that's 6. 4, 5 spades plus 1 trump is 6. He has to get 4 hearts to 9 to 10, and that's it. He has to finesse in hearts, which he will, because now he knows that I have 5 diamonds and 6 clubs. So, summing up, we need Rhoda to have a trump trick at this point. Or at least something that prevents the player from overtaking the jack. It doesn't have to be a trump trick per se, but it can have something like, well, that is a big trick. And now the heart or the club will break it. Even a heart to the 10 will break it, I think. Unless he has 6. If he has 6 spades, then he has 5 spades. Same reason. He has 5 spade tricks, losing 1 to us, 1 rough, 6, ace, king, queen of hearts, and the 10 of hearts is 10. Okay, so now I have to cash my ace of diamonds before I lose it, because all of those heart honors in dummy are about to be used. And give her the rough. That's down 3. Not bad. Yeah.
Preamps work.
They do. Ira had a tough hand to bid. Between 3, he had 3.4 spades. Okay. Two spades peacefully passed out or not. We'll see. With the singleton diamonds, very often happens that it is peacefully passed out, because they might have length in diamonds and it's not so safe for them to come in. Even though we should have 9 spades. Not a guarantee, but high likelihood of Rhoda having 4 in this auction. No, only 3. She didn't like the doubleton club. Okay, so can't read this lead to be from small spades. The king of spades may be on side. We would have 4 spades, 2 or 3 hearts, and basically we need to develop diamonds. There's no time for club roughs. Should we? Well, we need to play a diamond from dummy right now. We have, if the heart finesse is on side, 7 tricks. 10 to the king. So this looks like ace jack with Alex, even the non-diamond lead. But might be ace king with Ira. Let's play the queen just to get an entry to my hand if I need to, and to conceal my heart holding also. Six tricks is what they gave us so far. Now we need to still work on diamonds, because if the ace of clubs is on side, it will be at the end of the hand. And both of them had an opportunity to play the third spade. They didn't, so I don't believe they are being generous with us. So let's play another diamond. He discarded a heart, so hearts are exhausted. I think we should play another diamond. Maybe Ira has something like ace, queen, jack of clubs, and he'll be unplayed for one more trick to us. As I said, if the ace of clubs is on side, it'll always be on side. They have only one diamond to cash at this point. And he's considering he has something like ace, queen, ace, jack. If he plays low, then we're dead and go down 2. He had ace king of diamonds. So it's not one. Here, this is a pass. I think even though we're not full versus full, because I don't intend to fight spades with flimsy hearts. I might bid one heart if I had three spades in one club, but not with a singleton spade. This is going to be the last board. And so I will not close immediately after the deal is over. I'll still stay here for any questions, comments, suggestions. And let's see if we can get 7 imps to tie this match. It was a good match. It was well fought, well played all around. 40 to 33 is a nice score. So when they are conducting a strong auction like this, looking for the right game or even slam, it's always better for us to not have spoken anything because that makes it easier for the player to navigate, especially when, in this case, for example, looks like Rhoda might have some spade tricks. Spades, if I were to guess, I would say they are 6-2. A 6 with Ira, 2 with Alex, maybe even 1 with Alex. Alex would have to raise on a singleton honor, for example, if he doesn't have a hard stopper here. He should have 5-5 in the minors. But if he has a singleton ace, a king of spades, and 2 little hearts, he has to bid for spades here. And so spades are not breaking bad well for them. And Ira is still considering moving on. So it's good that we didn't bid one heart. Going back to that theme that we mentioned before, Babs, that there's a method to our madness of aggressiveness. It's not pick up your 13 cards and bid something.
I'm incredibly aggressive, especially when I'm in first or third, non-vulnerable. Oh.
Well, here, what would have happened most likely? Looks like Rhoda has some hearts with us. So let's say a bit of heart, a spade, heart raise. They are probably going to stop at a game, probably 4 spades. And here, the Ira has some hopes if he has, for example, 6 spades and 3-3-1 or 4-2-1, 4 hearts. He has some hopes that partner has uh, a nice fit for him so that he can ruff a few hearts in dummy, for example.
I've no thought of a one heart overcall.
I won't say that it's wrong because there's nobody wrote the book on that. It could work, but my thought process at that I can't testify to my own thought processes, which are when I pick up the hand, I don't want to fight spades with these hearts. They are overpowering us in this hand.
Okay.
That was my thought process. So I don't want to advertise my heart or make it easier for them to diagnose during the play. Here we go. So
Ooh.
this is comfortable for us. Looks like we have a good shot at defeating this with the ace of diamonds and the trump trick.
Did you consider light your double for a diamond lead?
I did, but I'm not sure that this is how Rhoda would interpret it having after the club rebits. So, and unless I have discussed the situation with my partners, I think that Leitner doubles can be very dangerous. So he has a lot of hearts. Unless Rhoda has avoided diamonds. Let's see how many hearts, how many spades Rhoda has. Down one, losing the ace of diamonds and the queen of spades. Yeah, the ace of diamonds plus the trump trick. That's what we were hoping for. And we got our 7 imps with some change to win the match.
It's incredibly close. I mean, you're looking at 1.4 imps. Oh, 1.2 now.
So, to everybody who's still here on the Zoom, as I said, any questions, any comments, anything about any deal, we can bring up the past deals here.
Paolo,
Yes,
on board two, I think that was the hand where you had 5 clubs and 4 diamonds. You said you'd bid 3 clubs in third seat, white on red. Is that correct?
let me check it. Board two. My 5 clubs, that's what you're talking about,
Yes.
having passed. I was trying to push them one level higher. So taking advantage of the colors, the non-vulnerable versus vulnerable situation. If we go down two, let's say, and Rhoda has a minimum double, right? She has a reasonably well-fitting double for us. She could have, for instance, the Queen of Hearts instead of the King of Diamonds. That would be worse for us. But she has a minimum double, and 5 clubs goes down two.
No, you said you would open, assuming Rhoda
Oh, if I open 3 clubs.
Yes.
Well, I was tempted to because of the minor suit length. So when you have, if I had 6-4, for example, many people would not like opening a 3 bid with 6 only. I would always open with the same hand, King, Queen, Jack, 6 of clubs, and 6-4 in the minors. I would open 3 clubs, not vulnerable versus vulnerable all the time. But here
So would I, but
opening a 3 bid with a 5 card suit is so extreme, so out of the blue that I don't want to subject Rhoda to this kind of emotions at her age. And so, and jokes aside, I think it's a desperate bid. Let's say it just crossed my mind. When I'm thinking out loud here, I try to express any thoughts that crosses my mind, including the outlandish ones. But then when I cross it out, it's usually because I think it's not best. So here, 3 clubs did cross my mind, but looked like too extreme. And
Like
fair
the
enough.
versus
three
Thanks.
five
clubs.
clubs, say that again, that's
I like the 3 club opening on that.
yeah, it's not horrible. It's not
Yeah.
bad. Not vulnerable versus not. First position, let's look at it from another angle. If I were in third position, I would open 3 clubs easily
Yes.
with this
Yes.
hand.
Yes.
In third position, I think you have to do something, and 3 clubs is as good as most of your options.
So, Paulo,
Third
do you find
position, partner
yourself?
can have a big hand still. So if partner has a big hand and I open three clubs and she bids three no trumps, she was going to be disappointed with my dummy. Go ahead, Babs.
Yes.
Say
No,
what
I just wondered, do you find yourself a more aggressive bidder? I always thought Rhoda was very conservative in her bidding, and you seem to be a bit more aggressive.
there's temperament involved. There's also, I guess, history, experience. Her experience, of course, she's been playing bridge for like 60 years, but it's different from mine. So my own formative years were in Brazil, facing the elite of South American bridge, let's call it, and she was facing the elite of California bridge, and there are different cultures. So I guess
Yeah.
there are many different aspects.
Yes.
But I agree with your assessment that Rhoda is a little bit more conservative than I am, especially about bidding games. For example, there was a hand in which we reached for spades after I passed and then offered a drury raise. This one, 13. And she didn't move past two spades with this hand. I would.
Oh, I
A
see that.
drury
Yeah.
raise. After a drury raise, I would. Maybe not four spades immediately, but although I would be tempted to. One spade, two clubs, four spades with a 5-5 hand. But my honors are if the king of clubs were the king of diamonds, I would replace the king of clubs with a king of diamonds. So it's still the same point count, 11 high card points. But after one spade, two clubs, zero, I would beat four spades with that hand. With this hand, I would understand like exploring. So we're bidding two diamonds here to see how partner reacts. I think that's reasonable. But two spades, I think it's too conservative after a drury race with a 5-5 hand. I might bid two spades with a 5-4-2 hand, which is one full trick weaker than this one.
Yes. I would have opened that hand. Number 13, I would have opened as East.
Yeah, with my hand. I mentioned that I
Yeah.
didn't the aces and spaces and poor spots, the balanced nature of it. Position is also
Yeah.
second position is also consideration because uh, after North pretty much denied an opening bid, South or West might have a big hand. And if it's South, I don't want to make his his life easier for in declaring by knowing that I have this queens. He will guess the queens if I just open in many scenarios. Let me say hello to a friend here.
Hmm.
And I saw people saying that BBO could uh, encourage this. I love it. I don't know who to speak to, but if somebody wanted to, if somebody knows how to get in touch with BBO, I would like that.
So, Paulo, it's
Doing
also
well.
possible they're not aware that this is a game that runs every week.
What?
Is it also possible they may not be aware that you play every Thursday?
Yes, possibly.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the word out for you.
Thank you.
Babs, is that Leah?
I'm
Well, my
Babs.
friend, I have to leave. Somebody's reminding me that I should be practicing bidding at another table. And so I'll see you
Okay.
next week. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's great. Paulo, you had over
Ciao for now.
135 kibs and 22 on Zoom.
Wonderful. Thank
So
you.
doing good.
Yep. See you next
Okay,
week.
thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.